We're going to get straight into it. Is this thing on? It's on. Today I want to talk about character, sense of self, higher education. Now I'm going to talk about, y'all know I like to bring like 5 different things, talk about 5 different things and bring it all home as one. Let's get into it. When we talk about, was it character or higher education? Higher education's sense of self, whatever. I'm going to get it out. What I used to tell my mother is that she needed to do something outside of her children, outside of her job, and outside of her religion, because those are the things that she loved the most. Her children, her job, and God. Okay? And segueing into when I'm on social media and I see mothers say things like, Tanika, Mama 4, or anything like that, right? I don't have to give you several examples. The mother wraps her identity, this woman wraps her identity around being a mother. There are more to us as humans, as beings, than being a mother. That's a part of who you are. That is not all encompassing. Okay? Let's pin that. We go to a higher education. And we talk about, once you start reading more, learning more, getting more certs, what do you have in common with someone who's not doing the same thing as you? So you come together with someone and you're learning and you're in school. And even if you're not in school, you're reading and you're getting continuing education through your career. Right? This person's still here. And they don't have anything to talk to you about. So now we're here. We're not equally yoked. Relationship technically should be over once you are midway into a program and they haven't done anything to get any continuing education, for lack of better words, right? We take that. And we also go into what I was talking about earlier, having sense of self. All of this is going to tie together. Follow me here. When you have sense of self, you can go and do a hobby. Even if you know you don't like it. I dated this guy one time and I was like, why don't you go to the community center and go find something to do? Because I find things to do. I like doing things, and you don't always want to do the things that I do. And now you're moping the fuck around. And now you want me to just sit in this motherfucker with you. And that's not me. So even if you don't want to go do pottery, motherfucker, go find something to do. Even if you don't want to craft and take the hair now and make it into whatever fuck we want to make it into, go find something to do. But when they don't have that continuing education, because when you're in continuing education, what starts happening? You start meeting people that just go out and do things, and they say, hey, I want to invite you into my world. Do you want to come into my world? And you say yes. So now you're going out with your friends. You got this guy and you got you. And he doesn't want to do any fucking thing. He doesn't want to do any continuing education. He doesn't want to get any hobbies. And it's just you two going like this. But Miss Smarty, now we've got friends, right? Well, we'll start like this. Now we've got friends and we've got family and we've got hobbies and we've got continuing education and we got miscellaneous of whatever the fuck that we're into, right? And you still got this very fucking linear man. When here you are literally shining bright. Do you see this? And he doesn't want to do anything but be with you. Right? We have to learn as women. And this is not just, well, yeah, this is what we're going to say because I'm a woman. I am heterosexual. I date men. So we're going to talk about men in this instance. But if you don't date men, make it be about whoever the fuck you with at this point. This message is timeless. So what starts to happen is there starts to become some resentment and some jealousy because you are outside. Even if it is at the local rec, you're outside doing your bouquet class and you're doing these things and you're like, why don't you go do some? I don't know what I like. You don't know what you like because you won't go try anything. It's okay to go to the rec center, spend $25 to see if you like to bake cakes versus go take a $90, $150 class to see if you like to fucking bake cakes, right? So when we come back to my mother. It was very important to me. I always pushed her. Go do something for your fucking self. I love you. You love me. I love the things that you can do for me and that you choose to do for me. Because, motherfucker, you ain't got to do shit. It's some sorry ass parents out this motherfucker. And my mother, I wish I was in close range. My mother, y'all not going to believe me, is taking care of me. I'll have it for the next episode. Taking care of me to this fucking day. I have tissue that has been in storage for 4 years. It didn't disintegrate. I have Lysol wipes that have been in storage that I'm still using to this fucking day. Finally put it out of storage. Storage is done. So this last bit of Survivor or what supplies that she had, my mother's still taking care of me. And I know you're like, girl, that's some fucking tissue. That's some fucking Lysol wipes. But it's tissue and Lysol wipes that I didn't have to fucking buy. It's bleach that I didn't have to fucking buy. I have 8 1-gallons of bleach that my mother, I'm about to get emotional, went to the store and bought, and I have. So there's so much more that she gave me, but I'm talking about literally in the physical shit. She's still taking care of me where I don't have to buy certain things for my fucking house. You know how many times we go to our parents' house and take their shit because damn, shit is expensive being an adult. I still got my shit. So she wasn't really a birthday person. And the fact that I always make sure that she celebrated her birthday, that shit warms my heart. I'm getting emotional, so we're going to move away from that a little bit, and we're going to get back onto what I was talking about. We're talking about, the character and sense of self in higher education and hobbies. I'm trying to bring all of this together. Because when I say character, let's touch on that. The character of a man is always based off of the woman that he's dating. Men don't have personalities. That's why you see so many women be content creators. That's why you see so many men copy women. That's why you see so many men, fitness instructors and life coaches go after women. Because women have the personality, the desire, and the drive, and the men don't. And this is triggered because, of course, I saw stuff on TikTok, right? And I'm sitting here remembering past relationships that I've had. Past relationships. These niggas didn't do shit but work. And I do want to say, Lil Rob had hobbies. We'll out because that was the last episode. We'll bring that up. But when I think about other men that I've dated that weren't in a fraternity, didn't have, no matter what you want to say about it, they didn't have the hobbies. DJing, which can turn lucrative, and this is not down. You won't ever hear me bash a particular job, okay? I'll bash the worker, but not the job. A man can go decide he wants to DJ in the house for family functions and become a worldwide DJ, right? That is a hobby. There are men that won't even do that. Some men's hobbies is only playing with their dick and trying to get more bitches. That's all some men's hobbies are. Because they don't know what to do, because they won't go out into the world. That's why women dominate all of these fields. You have to remember, if we go back, and I'm going to give you a history lesson in a minute because this shit is almost over. When you go back, women were the first morticians. Ask me how I know, because I'm a fucking mortician, because they did not want men cleansing the women's bodies. And then when men were around the women's bodies, they were mutilating and fucking them and doing all kind of unsacred things to the body. So women were that. When you go back to being chefs, women are supposed to be in the kitchen. Women are supposed to be in the kitchen. But then you have all these male chefs dominating these fields. Men are supposed to be told what to do, but in that instance, they still don't have a sense of self. It doesn't fucking click. It doesn't fucking click. Date a man who has a hobby. Because that shit is burning me up right now. You can't be a man's end all be all, because he will become obsessed with you. And it is unhealthy. And he will fucking kill you if you don't get away. Message. Have a good day.